morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the topic Taylor's Principles of Management. Principles of management have been given by different authors, different writers at their different times. But out of these different authors, the Taylor and Henry Fayol, they are studied as the subject matter of our course ISC Commerce. So in this course we study the different principles given by these two writers. Taylor's means F.W. Taylor, the full name is F.W. Taylor, and Henry Fayol. So Henry Fayol has given 14 principles of management, and this F.W. Taylor has given 5 principles of management. This F.W. Taylor is also called father of scientific management because he has given the definition of management or principles of management on the basis of scientific research, on the basis of science. He has developed the principles of management. Now what he says that the F.W. Taylor, he was an American and he laid the foundations of management as a science consisting of fundamental principles. He was the first expert to suggest the use of scientific methods of measurement and study for solving managerial problems. So he was the first person, he was the first expert who used science in the management and developed the scientific principle of management. That is why he is also known as father of scientific management. What he says that scientific management is the art of knowing exactly what we want to do or what we want to get something done from our men, and then seeking that they are doing this in best and cheapest way. Means first of all finding out what is to be done from the people, what is to be done from the men, and this is also to be sought, this is also to be seen that should be done in best and cheapest way. The doing of the task should be the cheapest and best method of doing something, because काम करा तो सब लोग लेते हैं, लेकिन कोई ज़्यादा पैसा खर्च करके, कोई कम पैसा खर्च करके. Means here we have to spend minimum and result should be desired maximum. So this is what F.W. Taylor says. Now what are the principles given by the F.W. Taylor? First he says that science not rule of thumb. Science not rule of thumb means each and every job and the method of doing it should be based on scientific study and analysis rather than trial and error method. Here under this science not rule of thumb, here it says that each and everything what is to be done should be judged scientifically. It should not be based on trial and error method. It should be judged scientifically, and after this scientific study and analysis, person should do the work. And the task to be performed should be scientifically planned. It should be planned scientifically. The material, equipment and working conditions should be standardized. The amount of work to be done should be decided through objective study only. So here he says these all points under the science not rule of thumb. Next is harmony not discard. Harmony not discard, dear students, we know that always there is a conflict between employees and employer. Employee and employers are both dissatisfied all the time. Employee says that he is not satisfied with the salary, means he is underpaid. and he does more work than his efficiency. He is taken more work, and employer always says that we are getting lesser work or we are getting lesser result what from that what we are paying. So this is also, so there should be healthy cooperation between employer and employees. The under this principles of management, FW Taylor says that there should always be cooperation between employer and employees, and both of them should have a mental resolution on the part, on their part of, means on the part of each one. There should be a mental resolution on the part of management as well as on the part of workers, and managers should adopt an enlightened attitude and share the gains of productivity with workers. Workers on their part should work with discipline and loyalty. Workers should be disciplined, they should be honest, they should be loyal, they should be very fair towards their duty, and management should also be thinking about the workers. They should always share the part of productivity with the workers. What workers are doing, they should not be underpaid at all. Third is maximum not restricted output, means conflict between management and workers arises mainly on the division of surplus. Taylor suggested that the best way to resolve the conflict is to increase the size of surplus. Means division of surplus is always the problem between the management and employees. So maximum not restricted output means maximum output should not be restricted. The surplus should be increased. This is what management principles of management says that, and Taylor suggested that the best way to resolve the conflict is to increase the size of surplus so that each side can have a larger share. Management and workers have a common interest in increasing the productivity. Now fourth principle of management, division of work and responsibility. There should be a proper division of work and responsibility. Managers, supervisors should do their work of planning, management should do the work of planning, and workers should concentrate on achieving the task or doing as per the planning. So division of responsibility and authority. Now last is scientific selection, training and development of workers. Workers should be selected and trained keeping in view the job requirements. So there should be scientific selection. Scientific selection should be done. There should be training and development of workers. There should be training and development program should run as per the scientific way. So here this topic ends. In our next lecture we will be discussing about the planning, coordination and all in detail. Till then, thank you, goodbye.